Guys, what is up? Zach in here.
Rick in here.
And in today's video, we have an urgent message for you guys. AI is going to change wholesaling real estate in 2023. And you might be thinking, oh, Zach's doing this big rah-rah video. There might be a sales thing at the end, or he's saying this just to get ahead like the other people say. Guys, like, we're just telling you this legitimately. We asked AI about 5 important key questions, and it really scared us on how effective and how well it actually works for wholesaling real estate. And that was around, I think, a couple weeks ago. What I'm going to tell you guys today is going to change your life insanely for wholesaling real estate. And it's not going to be this thing that's going to be the most craziest change in the world. But what I could tell you is if you're somebody that, first of all, needs to find more motivated sellers, needs to find more cash buyers, and just wants to actually get the best type of sellers out here and pull lists for you. Guys, I'm actually going to show you how to get AI to actually pull lists for you guys. Let me be completely clear. This is not a video to go rah-rah you up. This is actually the most in-depth step-by-step video on how to use AI in 2023. And it is so easy to use. I'm saying this as a joke, but it's so easy to use that within a week, you basically mastered actually how to use it for wholesaling real estate.
And I'm old.
He's not old, but like as somebody that just learned it like a month ago, really hard, you learned it within a week and like how to do it perfectly for wholesaling. It's insane. So we're going to give you an entire thing on start to finish how to do this. And most importantly, and I want you guys to understand this because we decided to make this a live stream for one reason only. I've looked front and back every single real estate investing video, every single realtor video, every single real estate video, even wholesaling. This, as of this live stream, is the only AI wholesaling real estate video, really AI real estate investing video, specifically for finding wholesaling real estate deals, pulling leads, finding cash buyers, and actually giving you the knowledge and the heads up. So this is the only video out here as of this video forward. So this is going to be probably the most insane one. And I know for half the audience watching, you're rolling your eyes like, oh my gosh, this is like NFTs or like the newest craze going on. Guys, this is not the new. This isn't like that.
No coins, no NFTs.
No, this is, guys, we're not selling you anything. Okay?
Nothing to sell.
There's nothing to sell.
Shocking.
This is something that if you have a YouTube account, which you're watching this on YouTube, you actually have an AI account. And I will show you how to actually effectively use this so you can make more money. I promise by you watching this entire live stream step by step, you will have the tools actually how to pull more lists, find a ton of more cash buyers, and most importantly, unlock. And this isn't rah-rah. I'll show you actually how to unlock a new marketing strategy you probably didn't have the time, resources, or energy for that cost absolutely for free.
We're going to rip the Band-Aid off before every guru tries to overcharge you guys. And to be honest with you, we've been playing out with this for months. So the benefit of us, I'm old school. He's a little bit new school. He sat me down months ago. He's got, you got to check this thing out. Honestly, I was extremely pessimistic. The fundamentals still rule in wholesaling, like but I got to tell you, the speed in which you get information now is I'm completely blown away. So in fact, we've got to go out and show people how to use this. And we're going to show you how you can leverage it. And here's a really cool part is there are no real experts on AI. If a wholesale guru tells you I'm the expert on AI, they're not. They're a rookie just like you and me. So we want to navigate you through, show you how we're using it in our business and show you how you can duplicate it. And hopefully we can expand and grow on this. And the real thing is we're going to make this 100% free because AI right now is free and open to the public. It aligns perfectly with what we do here. Yeah. And this is why we want you guys to understand it. You do not need to go to a guru to learn AI because they're learning it just like you and me. We're all in it together. So as much information we can share. So we're hoping we can use this live videos, our wholesaling houses for real, so we can share information to help each other out.
And so that's what we're getting into today. We're excited. You've probably seen, before we get into it, I just want you guys to understand, you've probably seen a guru, a Facebook person say something on the lines, I'm developing this AI software that's going to create the perfect SMS script or whatever. All you got to do is buy my software and I'll do it, or give me money and I'll have AI, which is a new key sexy term, and it'll do it for you. Just pay me money. What I'm going to show you today also, on top of what else we're going to show you, actually how to find sellers, I'm going to show you how to use that for free. Because this is what these gurus are doing. They're saying, you give me $300 a month and I'll have AI create you the perfect SMS script or whatever cold calling thing or objection handling. And I'll show you how to do it. But you got to pay our software and we'll have it. Guys, I'm going to show you how to skip the pay. Because what they do is they take your input, they'll go use it for free and then give it back to you and charge you money. What we're going to do today is just show you how to do it absolutely for free. And this is literally like Nestle. You know, Nestle takes water for free and sells it to you for $5. Is what the gurus are going to try. They're going to try to put AI into everything to charge you money. I'm going to show you actually how to use it for free. Number one, to make you more money. Number two, flex on a guru. That's the point. So guys, we're excited. We're jacked up. We're ready to go. This could probably one of the most life-changing videos for wholesaling real estate. It's the only wholesaling real estate video for it because everyone's slow. Can't get with it. So guys, let's get into it. Y'all know before I start this, we got to get the intro, get you excited. Let's get it, guys.
Let's do it.
Woo!
Get the fuck out of bed, bitch. Go. Get up, and they got go. Time to wake up, bitch. Get up. Get up. Get up.
Snap! Ivan said this best. I can't say it better. Speed kills. And I want you to know you are the first people on this live stream to be getting this type of information. So I'll tell you, most of wholesalers in the country don't watch our YouTube channel. We'd love them to. Maybe in the future they will. We're just getting more people following us. But there is a certain group of wholesalers watching our live streams. And if you're watching this right now, you are a small proportion of the wholesalers, real estate investors. So you'll have this huge advantage.
Head start, my friend.
Head start. So I'm excited. I'm ready to go. We're excited for this. So the first question before we break down how to do it, but the biggest question is, what is AI, right? This is going to be the first thing we're going to break down. We're going to get the step-by-step into it. But the first question is, what is AI and what does it mean for wholesaling real estate? AI is short for artificial intelligence. And basically how it's used for wholesaling. There's a million definitions. I'm not getting into it. Guys can watch all the videos out there on it. But pretty much what AI is for the version that we're at right now for this live stream. Remember, we'll do live streams in the future if things change, and they probably will. Mm-hmm. But here's the biggest part. AI is basically a very smart computer. It's not self-aware. It's none of these Terminator type things yet. Yeah. But basically what it is for wholesaling real estate specifically, it has taken every single website, every single text, every single conversation on the internet, which you think's a lot, but think about that at the 10th degree, which means you think of every conversation somebody's had for 1 billion people, then multiply that for 10 years, and it just takes it all in 1 second, right? And so basically what AI has done is this website called OpenAI. Now, there's a million AI tools we'll tell you about today, but the main one's going to be from a website called OpenAI. And OpenAI is a website, I think for 5-10 years, Elon Musk actually worked on it before he left it. And pretty much it's owned part by Microsoft, Google. And what they did was basically took every single website and gave it into a computer and started learning it. And basically what it did was something called NLP, which I don't want to confuse you, but pretty much what it did was it just learned how words work. That's pretty much it. They made this thing called ChatGPT, which you've heard it a million times probably, but it's called ChatGPT. GTP, whatever. Yeah. And so I just throw it in there. But basically what you have to do, the way it works is it has seen how speech works, and it can tell based on the questions you ask or the things you say, what the next things on part of that is going to be. And based if you give it a query, it will actually spit something out for you. So it's like a Google search, but smart. And it uses basically supercomputers to basically calculate it in real time. Now, why are you saying all this crazy stuff? What's the point of what you're saying, right? The point of what we're saying is basically it's very smart and it scrapes the entire internet with knowledge. It's basically a very smart person that can do a lot of things for you. So first of all, what are the top things for it? It can give you recipes. It can create music. It can create art. Probably seen people create images and stuff. But like, that's all great and sexy. You can look up all the internet. There's a lot of fun stuff to do, right? But the most important part is it's actually going to help you in your wholesaling business when it comes to finding sellers, selling deals, and doing a lot, right?
Yep.
It's going to change a lot.
It's guys, what we hire virtual assistants for, this has the potential to really not completely replace it, but I'm just telling you, for you single operators out there, which I was for 7 years, this is probably going to be the biggest advancement for you managing data because the speed in which you can get. So number one, I'm going to talk a little bit on the macro level. AI this year is going to impact customer service on all companies. You are not going to know if you're talking to a computer or a real person. You got to understand AI learns as every minute goes by. So it gets smarter with each conversation. It gets smarter with each question you ask it. It's not perfect, but traditionally we would do like a Google search, internet search, and we'd have to look for key topics. Well, a lot of that stuff filter. I'm not getting into details of it, but it never got smarter every time you asked another question on it. So it can take an existing conversation you have and you can keep asking it questions. So I do this with my wife all the time. I have to ask her like 9 questions to get the answer I want. Now a computer is, I don't have to ask, please, thank you. I just give it commands. And when I get what I want, I can make 1 or 2 easy voice commands, text commands, and get what I want. And we're going to show you the power of this. It's insane. But right now, guys, those of you that like call customer service, if you like, it's going to get better, but worse because you're never going to know if you're actually talking to a person. It has the ability to manipulate what we think are languages. It learns your patterns. It learns your questions. It's unbelievable. And they've been working on this technology for a long time. The speed of information, which we're going to get moving in 2023 is going to seem like we were working on pencil and paper before this. And I'm telling you how you get educated in the future, your kids, and how you learn. It's going to be amazing and scary at the same time because now you can work with a computer to teach you stuff and learn from your mistakes where before we had to do internet searches. So we're going to kind of walk you through. I want to show you like examples. It's mind blowing what you can do with this. And we're talking about wholesaling today, but I want you guys to understand this is like all of life. So we here on this channel try to focus on wholesaling. We don't distract you with like the latest, greatest thing. So this is kind of the newest thing, but we're telling you how it relates to wholesaling because we don't want to hype it up. We want to get you ahead of it. And this has the process of getting in the wrong hands. If people want to sell you done for it services, I'm telling you, you need to watch out for that because they don't know any more than you do. I'm going to be honest with you. Most of you guys watching this live right now, you are going to have a head start on most real estate gurus because most of them aren't running a business. They're flipping students and they don't understand how this is going to work within their business. Me and Zach know exactly how it works and we're learning every day. So we're going to share some examples with you and walk you through it.
We're going to show you how to do it. So the one thing you have to basically do is let's talk from a very simple perspective for anyone who doesn't know what it is. I put a website in the chat. Just search chat GTP. So I put it in there, GPT, and basically you can sign up for free. All you need is a Google account. Pretty simple, right? If you really want to look at it from a simple perspective, you're brand new into this, I'm going to give everyone a couple seconds to go log in and try to make it. And you can actually search these with me.
That's perfect.
So you can learn it. But we're also going to screen share and show you so you can go back to it yourself. But really what you think of it as just a Google. You ask it something, it'll do it for you. And this is a lot of use cases. Now, you got to remember this. This is like life. And you've said this a lot. You get in life what you ask of it. And so the way AI works, it's only limited by one thing pretty much. Yourself. You are the limiting factor of it. And before you get scared of AI and all these things, just remember that this was the same thing with the internet with real estate. Think of wholesaling real estate back in 1974 when George Bockel and all these guys were doing it. There's no internet. So comps and all these things were like,
yeah, to get listings, you actually had to go to a real estate agent. prior to
You
like
had to
the
open up the
2000s.
books.
They had to open up a book. They had a special database on an expensive computer, and everyone thought the internet was going to destroy the real estate agent. It didn't.
No, that's what they said though. The internet's going to destroy it. Everyone's going to get free information. Everyone can see comps now. The realtors said the human being, the people can't know how much property sell for in the area. It's too much. They said the internet's going to destroy it, and it didn't. It just made information a lot faster. AI is the internet of the internet. So it is the new thing like the internet that will change the way we do. Is it going to destroy real estate investing or wholesaling? No, people said that. It's not. It's just going to make information a lot faster. So let's kind of break down how it works and what we can do it for.
So guys, before he gets into it, I want you to understand, I've been around a long time. I've been around when cell phones came around, when the internet came, and then you guys, most of you around when social media started. It was pretty rough at first, but those who implemented it first got the most traction and got the most gain from it. And I'm here to tell you, AI it's not going to go away. It's only going to get better. And so if you avoid it, you're going to be behind the curve. You're going to be slower to get your leads. So many people are going to have advantages with pulling and extracting information. If you ignore this, it's going to be problematic. Imagine if you ignored the internet, those of you that ignored social media, and this, guys, honestly, it's both of them put together in a much more powerful. It is a computer that can learn the human language, and it learns from you. It's like eventually it's going to be your assistant. Like it's crazy. Yeah. And guys, we're going to have fun with wholesaling today, but I beg you, when you're done with this, go have fun with it afterwards. It's unbelievable what it'll do outside of wholesaling.
Because there's going to be things we're going to teach you today, which I don't even think of, and you're going to think of it, and it's going to change the way you do wholesaling on top of it, because it's only limited by the questions you ask it, right? And so this is version 1. Remember, in 10 years, it's probably going to be able to cold call your sellers. Now, this is way in the future. So let's talk about how to do it right now, okay? It doesn't actually access the internet. It accesses all the internet basically from 2021 to the past, but it isn't everything in the future. So it's a little shaky on some things, but what I can tell you is if you can use it in the right way, we're going to. So let's just get into it. Remember, guys, I put in the chat. I'll put it in one more time on the StreamYard so you guys can see me put the comments in on it. But let's go over the use cases for this and how to use it in the first part. So the first part of how this is going to be super powerful is you are going to be able to poll with GPT. Basically, you're going to figure out how to poll every government list possible, and you're going to be able to follow up absolutely pretty much instantaneously. And so the biggest issue I think a lot of people have, and let's do the first use case for AI for wholesaling real estate for 2023. Number 1. Let's talk about emails, okay? And, you're not sending email. It's like sending emails, but for a very important part. So this is huge for a lot of people. So we have people in Nigeria, South Africa. We got a lot of people in Europe, Scandinavia, where the culture is a little different. We got a lot of people in like Korea and stuff, right? And here's the cool part. A lot of those virtual wholesalers, their English is their second language, so they don't understand the wording of culture or how emails work in the United States, but the AI can do it for you. So let's break down an example really quick. So if you're nervous out here to go pull a list and you live in like Hungary or something, right? And
we got a lot of international people doing
like let's break down how to pull government lists with AI, right? So AI is not going to do everything for you, but let's get into it. So we're in Chat GPT right now. Why is that a tongue twister for me? I have no idea. But let's just get into it, and let me just ask it questions, and it's going to help us out. So I think the first and foremost, probably one of the most important questions we can ask it is, let's pull a code violation list. Is it going to do it? No, I'm not going to say ask for a code violation list and do it, but like it's going to do what we can do. So for example, can you write an email for an email requesting all open code violations for the past month in, let's do Knox County. And then that's all you can write, right? Actually, but also what we want to do is, here's the problem with me asking this question though. Wait a second. Who is it right? See, it's like a VA. If I say it to do something, it's going to literally do what I say. Now, I'm thinking it should go to the clerk of the court, right? But here's the thing. I didn't tell it that. I need to actually tell it to speak it to a clerk of the court. So let's make this a little bigger. Can you write an email requesting all code violations? Can you write an email to the clerk of the court's office requesting all open code violations in the past month in a professional manner, whatever, in a professional manner. Now, let's copy this and see what it does. So it is right now writing an email we can send to the clerk of the court website. So now we don't have to use it. We can actually affect it too. So first of all, what's popping out here is, dear clerk of the court's office, we can put whatever's in there. I'm writing a request, a list of all open code violations in Knox County for the past month. I'm requesting this information in order to keep my community informed and to ensure that necessary steps are be taken to address any safety concerns. Do you see how it just gave me a reason outside of wholesaling of how to do it?
It's insane.
I didn't even think of that.
And guys, as you progress in the chat, you can keep asking questions to fix it. So like one of the tricks I learned is whenever you have a marketing message, and we'll get to that, is you need to you have to write it on a low level entry, either between a 3rd and 6th grade. And a lot of times you can just put in, please write, you don't have to use words, please. That's the human factor in us. Write this at a 3rd grade level, and it will simplify the language. Because a lot of times we over explain, we confuse our message, and the simpler you can make any marketing message, the better your results are going to be.
So that's just number one. Okay. Now there's a million ways we can do this, right? So I can get really crazy with this, right? Thank you with the assistance in this with this matter. Sounds very professional. And if I'm for example, I can make this in Chinese and do it, and I can do it in there. Because if somebody out here, they're born in a household that spoke Chinese and they understand Chinese culture, it's probably a tad different the way they write and say the language, right? Because sometimes when I was learning Spanish, the way they'll say things in Spanish, you don't say it in like an English way. But it's just different, right?
Yeah.
And so, for example, for this, we can make it even crazier. But all right, let's do Knox County. Let's do this. Can you make a similar email, but for Harris County, Texas? Right? So I can do this for all these counties. All right. And so let's do it for Harris County, Texas. So let it do it here. Sometimes it doesn't work perfectly, but remember, for a lot of things, it'll work very well. So it's just adding it on here. So do you see how it's doing it there? And it's just popping it up.
And you guys got to understand, this is just the basic ground level. You have an ability to go into OpenAI and actually do formulas. If you want to spit out like 100 letters, you're going to have the ability to do it. Now, the service is free for right now. It actually costs them money to process all this information. Eventually, there's probably going to be some sort of fee. I don't know where that's going to wind up going.
Right now, it's free. They might make this one free and the new one for cost. So right now, it is free. So I just asked, can you make a follow-up email for this if the clerk of the court doesn't respond? All right. So if they don't respond, it's going to make me a follow-up sequence. All right. So we can literally paste this a month later. All right. Dear clerk of court, I'm writing the follow-up on my previous request for all open code violations in county for the past month. Now I can ask it what county. I'll literally write it for you. Could you please let me know the status of my request? Boom. And so it works like this all the stinking time. Now, I can write this. Can you write that same email, but from a person named Zach Ginn? So it'll write my own name on it, right?
Guys, if you ever struggle just writing simple emails, or maybe you're not from this country, this is unbelievable because you don't even have to think about it. It's insane how far this thing goes. But this is just one method for you guys to request lists. It's hard to bat 100%, but chasing down your government list, the fire damage, you can think about the fire departments, the utility departments, all the clerk of courts, all the list you request. Think about what you could do this with, like realtors.
But here's the thing. Here's another thing on this.
Yeah.
So we're going to show you. So for example, if I'm writing this and I want to do follow-ups, I want you guys to understand, can you make 5 variations of that email? And so if I'm going to write it 5 different ways, I can do new ad copy for the emails in 5 different ways. So it's literally going to create 5 little variations for it. And this gets you thinking like, wait a second. If you can use this for emails, you can probably use this for other things. And this is where we're going to get into the next part here. This thing can create ad copy for finding motivated sellers. And let's do one really big example, right? So first of all, it's creating this, and it's kind of insane. It's creating 5 versions. So I can do this to 5 different Click of the Courts, and it's a new email every single time. Pretty crazy, right?
Guys, you know how much time this would take you on your own to do? And honestly, if you don't start using this technology, it's going to be used against you and you're going to be behind. We're trying to open and peel it back and show you how you can use this to your advantage in your wholesaling business. Because, like, listen, I kind of hate smartphones, but I have to use them. And this is the same way. If you don't use this like your smartphone, you're going to be left behind. What I don't want you to do, the whole purpose of our live stream and the way me and Zach deliver content is to make sure you guys don't get taken advantage of it, because there's people that will tell you they'll do everything for you. Honestly, this is going to make a lot of people's CRMs, websites kind of obsolete, because you have the ability to generate almost anything you want. I imagine there's going to be a small fee for it.
But right now it's free, and I think there's competition going on, so it's going to be free right now. I feel like there's going to be free ones like this, because this is literally going to be a cakewalk compared to what's going on next year. So let me blow your minds one more time. All right. Can you do the same email, but requesting the probate list from Knox County?
Remember, guys, you're never going to replace the human element, but if you're trying to mask over it.
So it's creating a follow-up sequence for it. So shoot. All right. We didn't want that, but whatever. All right. We can do this. I can do this instead though.
I think they get the message on the...
No, but here's the thing. It can literally right now create a probate sequence based on that email. So it's doing that. So can you, let me just make it the 1 on it, and I'll show you what it can do for the variations. And so what I mean this, so I'm just going to paste it on here. So I'm going to ask it really quick. Can you request all open code violations for December? And just let it do this, and I can tell you what this means for you. And this is what you can do. Okay. And I don't want to overdo this, but all right, here's a short one. Okay. So now we're going to ask this one. Can you make an email? I'm thinking of how to do it. Can you make a separate email?
It doesn't mind when you misspell stuff.
Requesting the water shut off list, fire damage property list, the probate list, requesting all open water shutoff lists, fire damage property lists, and probate lists. Wait, can you make an email requesting?
It's a lot of lists.
All open, but a separate email for each list. So let's see if it does. I've never tried this before, but I'm just thinking. So it's
the clerk of courts doesn't control the fire damage and the water.
No, but you can switch clerk of court with the utility.
Yeah,
and so you can do it like that. So it's going to make an email for every type of possible list you want to put. So that's the part. I can put up all the lists I want, and it'll create an email for each one. And then on top of that, you can just copy and paste. So switch clerk of the court with utility utility department, fire department, all this stuff. But it's going to create an email for every type of government list you want to pull. So switch this one off to water shutoffs, utility. Make this one. So I am writing a request to list of all properties in Harris County that has suffered fire damage in December 2022. Can you please request it in a timely manner? Switch this to fire department, and then probate's clerk of the court. Yeah. So it just made 3 emails in under 3 seconds of each list we want to do.
So you could have 10 different variations of this. You could put it in your Word document and just make it your template. and you could spit out letters like all day long if that's what you do. It's not going to replace, if you go in person, you're going to have much better luck. But sometimes a numbers game, if you guys are playing that, this is the way to kind of cheat and get a shortcut on it, because I don't know about you, but like I overthink my emails. I don't overthink my text. That's my wife. But it's like, if you're spending too much brain power writing emails, this tool is absolutely amazing. So get to the point, ask the question. And I want you to understand, this is a tool that you have to learn with trial and error. That's the beauty of it. There is no guru in the real estate space that knows any more than we do, than you guys do. We have to learn together. So the minute someone says, I'm the authority on AI, like, how long you been doing AI? What, 2-3 months tops? And most of this stuff is untested. So we want to share it with you guys. And remember, it's a tool. You got to play with it. It's trial and error. That's how you learn. So if you have a letter and it doesn't hit, when you finally get a letter hits, share it with people. Let's figure out how it works. You want to have variations, so we're not sending out sending out the same letter.
Yeah. So let's keep going on so this is just one use case. We have a lot to break down today. We do have a lot. So let's
get to the fun stuff.
Let's get some of the fun stuff. Okay. So that is just for email. So I think everybody watching this, you have zero excuses now not to email every single government agency to pull a code violation list, a water shutoff, fire damage property list. So now, because I made this video, when I do a one-on-one with you and you ask, I have no leads, I will ask you, have you written emails for every government agency, for every type of government list that we have at freewholesaling.com? Guess what? You have no excuse. Oh, they didn't write me back. Ask the AI to give you a follow-up email. I promise you, if you request 10 government lists every single month and you just follow up with the AI, you will get these lists. And guess what? Here's the coolest part. If you're doing virtual wholesaling, you could probably write 500 emails in a minute and just paste them. Copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste.
The thing is, they don't know what you're doing. So honestly, if you get ahead of this for 2023, we already know the challenge of going to real estate, you're going to be so much further ahead. Think about if you started social media when it first started. And so a lot of us blew it off and we waited to the end. Same with the internet, the cell phone. I fought it forever. It was really expensive. And I'm here to tell you, this is, I hate the word game changer, but it's the reality. We want to share the information because we are going to learn all of 2023. And guys, you are in the beginning stages. If you remember back to the MySpace issues of social media and stuff like that, the people who learned the most valuable lessons really grew.
So let's ask some more questions. I'm going to show you some more use cases. So this is really simple. How can I find, this is simple, but like, how can I find, actually, let's do this. What are the top lists to find people who want to sell their house for a deep discount?
Let's see how smart it is.
In Florida. Not correct. It might not spit anything out for me.
Guys, you should be asking this thing thousands of questions.
So there are a few options, it says here. So it says foreclosure list, pre-foreclosures, right?
Yep.
So it's not going to be the expert on stuff like this, and I wish it would, but it's not giving me bad info.
Well, if it went to freewholesaling.com, it'd be an expert.
No, yeah. So like, we're going to teach AI we might make a freewholesaling.com.
Like a probate list.
So probates are on there, right? And so this is a cool part, but like
estate sales, I always say that.
How do I find,
guys, we learned from this
estate sale list? Well, because it's pulling every article.
Yeah.
How do I pull an estate sale list? Right. And so how do I pull a estate sale list? Search online. So like I'm not saying it's going to replace a lot, but like it's giving me websites right now where I can find estate sales, which is pretty crazy. So I'm just saying this is just like a tiny use case, but like I'm telling you, there's a lot. Let's go in some more, right? But I'm telling you, the gurus are going to be shook on this. And because I give everything out for free, I don't really care. But this is pretty interesting, guys. And so let's go to the next part.
So guys, think about this. When you have to write your girlfriend or your wife or your husband a creative birthday card, you've been with them a long time.
Okay, we're going to get a wholesaling.
Okay.
Right? But like, this is important.
I never know what to write on the card.
So you can write a lot of things. So let's actually go into one of the most important parts. All right. And so this is for SMS text blasting.
Uh-oh.
All right.
It's getting real now.
Now let's talk about how SMS text blasting actually works. SMS text blasting works in a way where you need to write not one email, but 200 types of emails in separate ways So when you actually go out here and send text out to your motivated sellers, the algorithm gets tricked in thinking it's a unique text. Here's the problem. That sucks for SMS text blasting. I have to create 300 versions of an SMS text and then send it out. But guess what? What do you think is going to actually give me the best ad copy for SMS text blasting? AI. But here's the thing. AI, it's going to do what you ask it. And the best use case I have found on wholesaling real estate, all right, the best use case I've honestly found here is literally you get your old scripts and you ask AI to make it better. That's the best way. Not making it create the perfect SMS script, but using a script that you've already found and just making it better. That has always been the top one. Okay, so let's break this down. So I'm copy and pasting just for time. But for example, can you create a text message I can send to a seller of a house to get them to call me about selling their house based on this text? Now, how it works, I think you guys should learn how this works for it. Oh, I didn't show. All right. This is how it works. It is basically, you have to give it so based on this text, give it a quotations mark, put the text and make a quotations mark. So quote what it is. So for example, this is an old text that I had. Hey, name, this is Zach. I just drove by 123 Main Street and I had a question about it. I had a question about it. Now I said outside the quotation marks without the words interested, house, property, or buy in it, because those are words that the algorithm does not like for SMS. So I spit it out and it's just going to do this. It's going to create a new text message for it. Now we're going to see what it does. That's not bad, right? So guess what I'm going to do? Can you create 10 variations of that text to generate a high response rate?
Guys, you just got to keep playing with it, and you're going to learn, and you're going to use a little bit of trial and error in your business. And remember, this is a tool that assists you. It's not going to replace the human element, but man, it's really going to step up the game, especially as a single operator. I would have done anything for this in my business when I did the 7 years.
It's literally giving all this stuff out. But here's the problem. Your competition is not using it now. In about a month or two, when the gurus make their little video about it, they're probably going to start using it. So start using it now and gain the advantage. Now it's creating 10 variations of the text blasting. So when your guru or your whatever software guy says, we're going to have SMS AI calculations, but it's an extra $500 upgrade, give them the middle finger and say, I'm just going to do it like this.
It's right there, guys. You don't need it. And honestly, they are no more than an expert than me, Zach, and you. So remember, we always you only take advice of someone that's been there and done it. Well, if you're just teaching students all day and trading your time for dollars, how are you an AI? They're going to bring somebody in, they're going to pay all this money, and they're going to tell you a done it for you website. We are just in the beginning stages of AI. It's going to be unbelievable over the next 2 to 3 years where this is going to go.
And as of this video, I think it costs 2 to 3 cents for every question you give it to AI. They actually
free right now, guys.
So it costs a lot of money for them to do this. So do it right now. But here's the reason why I'm saying this is going to work so well. Have it create 100 versions for you. It will do it. Send all those 100 versions out, and guess what you're going to do? The top 3 that give the best delivery and response rate, use that one. All right. So make it do 100 ad copy, see which ad copy works, and then use the top ones. That's all I'm saying, because the AI is just spitting stuff out. One of them's going to work and one of them's not, right?
Yeah.
And so it's kind of funny the way it works, but like, this is really important stuff. And so it just creates 10 versions. We can go forever on this, but like, I could tell you that it's insane. So if it has a word I don't like, hey, can you take the word house out of it, right? Or just like, it will do that for you. And so that's SMS. And so everyone keeps asking which one's free. Just go to chatgpt.com, or I think just search it online and it will give you, and you can sign up for it. I think in the morning it was locked up, but you can just use it whatever time. I'm telling you guys, this isn't powerful. So let's do some more use cases, right? So here's a really good one, right?
So guys, whenever you hear AI and you hear like a gurus, we have this special technology. This is it. Just go and do it yourself. You don't need a guru that has no experience in AI to tell you how to use it. We're all going to learn trial and error as we do it. And honestly, it's an assisting tool. So you use all the information when you meet with your seller physically or virtually, and you're going to have the advantage, in my opinion.
Yeah. So let me go here and let's just show you one thing. Okay. Let's go here. Hold on.
I mean, think about this, guys. Facebook ads, Craigslist ads. If you guys stopped writing Craigslist ads because you got tired of posting once or twice a day, you better get on it now, because in 6 months, it's going to be saturated.
So, yeah. So let me show you one really important thing. Okay. So let's go to the next part here. So this is a full breakdown. Okay. The next part on this list here is we're actually going to talk and share with you exactly how to find cash buyers now. And so let's do this. And we're going to go back to the marketing side, but I want to show you the cash buyers thing really quick. So how do I find, here's one way to find cash buyers. I go here to the cash buyers JV and deals group. It's just a Facebook group. And I go here and I'm looking for people that are saying they're cash buyers, blah, 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 blah. So let's just look at this here. Okay. Let's search here. Let's search, what's it good? Let's do Knoxville. All right. I've been doing a lot of Knoxville today. All right. So let's put Knoxville and see if there's any cash buyers that are saying they're in Knoxville. All right. All right. We're getting some here, right? We're getting some people saying they're here. Got Tennessee. They're giving all this ones, PM me all this stuff. So I could find all these people saying they're cash buyers. Now there's a million of them out here. But like, this is just an example. Let me actually use a better one really quick. Knoxville real estate investors. All right. This is a better one for it. All right. So I'm going to go to Knoxville real estate investors group. And all I'm going to do is looking for a house. No, let's just look up here. All right. So look, send me your details here. Noah is saying this, help at recur, whatever it is. All right. So he looks like he's a cash buyer. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to pull all the emails possible. And so actually, let me show you this really quick. This is pretty cool. So let's go to some of these top ones. All right. Actually, let me just search this. All right. Drop your email. This is a big one I get all the time. Drop your emails, right? So let's do this one. I'm trying to grow my cash buyers list, drop my email. All right. So we're just going to do this. This is insane, but look at this. We're going to copy it. And then we go to the chat GDP. I'm going to ask it to, I'm just going to paste it. Watch this. All right. We're going to do this. All right, cool. All right. Can you pull all of the emails out of this data set? Quotations. I just pasted. See how it's got all this crazy stuff.
Yeah, you just want to cut through
search it. And what it's going to do right here is it is going to extract all the emails out of that post. Oh, snap.
That's crazy.
Oh, snap.
And guys, there's one step further. Well, maybe I'll just save it to the end of the video.
Well, let's save it to the end for a second.
That's crazy.
So it just extracted all the emails. And so guess what we're going to do now? Can you create an email for, can you create, I got to think how this, because I have to say it the right way. So let's do this. Can you write an email? I think how to say it the right way for a cash buyer. Can you write an email from a Zach Kin asking if they are a cash buyer? Please explain in this email that I am a wholesaler in the Knoxville market. Looking to sell some of my deals.
That's what it does.
Cash. Something simple. Like, I'm not trying to complicate it, but like, and so yes, I have this bad habit. I just ask the AI please all the time.
So that's the whole thing is please, thank you. So, it's like the human. Remember, you're interacting the human language with basically
I keep
code.
doing it.
And it's like please, thank you. It's.
So look at this. So I hope this email finds you well. My name is Zach, and I'm a wholesaler in Knoxville market. I currently have a few deals that I'm looking to sell for cash, and I was wondering if you might be interested in discussing further. I understand that everyone has their own investing strategy. I just wanted to check to see if you are a cash buyer. If you are, I'd be happy to provide my information about the properties I have available. Please let me know if you're interested in discussing further. Boom! And guess what? Now I can just copy email, copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. Guys,
this is endless, man. This is, to me, honestly, it's like, we're not doing this to try to be like the latest trendsetter. We've been looking at this for a few months.
And so we're getting some interest. Honestly, this trash is copy. It's trash. You can make the copy better. I just put one thing. I can make it more eloquent. Here's the thing you can do, Facebook user. Copy your amazing ad copy because you have the greatest ad copy of all time. Paste it in the chat GDP and create like 4 variations of it. Right? Because you're the best one. So if you're the best one, just ask it to rewrite your copy for it.
You can tell it to dumb it down, write it at a 6th grade level, write it at a 3rd grade level. You can tell them to turn it into bullet points. Watch, tell them to turn it into bullet points. Yes. See if it'll do it on this.
It'll do that, but
I'm just telling you, you can do anything you want. It's only limited by the question you ask it.
Here, do this. Can you create a presentation on why a motivated seller should sell their house to me? Right? Sell their house to me for a cash offer at a discount. So I'm not going to do the bullet points yet, but I'm going to show you. So I asked it, can you create a presentation on why a motivated seller should sell to me? So it's going to create a little outline of what I should say to a motivated seller, which is kind of funny, right? But so it's giving me the little, like, all right, so it's kind of funny, but like, it's going to tell you, hey, what's the benefits of a cash offer? Cash offer can close faster with a traditional mortgage offer, which, of course, AI knows that. Cash offer is less stressful. Cash offer be more attractive to a seller. And it's writing it right now. I don't care what it's saying right now, but let me just tell you about what it's going to say.
So you guys, you can work on it. It's clay. You can keep constantly adjusting it. And once you find the right fit, and by the way, what you think the right fit doesn't matter. It only matters what your sellers think. So it's like John Bon Jovi said a long time ago. He's like, somebody asked him, goes, did you know you wrote a record hit? He goes, no. He goes, the greatest song I ever wrote was one of my bombs. And one of the worst songs I ever wrote on a napkin in a bathroom was my greatest hit. Why? Because it always comes down to what your target audience, what resonates with them. And so many of you guys think of what resonates with you. I had to get over it. I always spoke over people, meaning I talked above them. And sometimes you have to have people come down and go, listen, you just need to talk to them on a basic level.
So I just asked you, can you make it into a simple bullet point breakdown? And it is just making it into a quick bullet point, the presentation, to make it even simpler for you so you can understand this, right? And so that being said, it's literally writing it right now. So let's kind of like, that's just one thing. All right. So let's get into the really important parts too, because we might have to go even longer today if it's getting too much, but we're trying to break this down as best we can. Okay,
guys, it learns with each question. So if you can keep coming up with very specific questions to improve the quality, this is the beauty of AI tools.
Here's the thing. We're live. So guys, if you have a use case for this that I have not talked about, which we're going to break down, let us know and we can share it with the audience. Robert says, can you ask it to make the text more persuasive?
There you go.
Can you make that?
So like those key words. And guys, I was terrible at English in high school. I don't know how I got through 1101 college English, but 1101, 1102.
So can you make that presentation more persuasive? Here's a few ways to make it. Oh, wait, how to make it more persuasive. So let's just ask it really quick the same question. And forgive me on this, but
we could go on literally for days doing this. And the thing is, we are in the ground level of this. And I want you to know, like, guys, it's going to be trial and error. No one's going to do this stuff for you. We can share information. And the more we share our information, the better we all can become. There's no point in hiding AI behind a $5,000 coursework. To be honest with you, AI is only as good as the questions you ask it. So by using me and Zach's experience and then trying to figure out AI, I have the wisdom for it. I'm learning AI just like you guys are. I'm not an expert on it, but if we can figure out the right questions to ask together, we can all get a competitive advantage.
And so one really important part here, which I'm not going to go put it in, but here's a really important part. So for a lot of my people out here that they ask for the code violation list and someone says it in a PDF, you can copy the text on the PDF, but you paste it. It's in this big smorgasbord of just text. Guess what you can do? You can ask Chat GPT to extract all the emails and sellers' names in a chart format. That's pretty crazy, right? So let me show you this really quick. A list of
Zach will pull it up
in foreclosure.
Guys, I did something like, you know how the Federal Reserve notes got released yesterday? It's a very long, winding report. This one's a little bit shorter. I copied it and pasted it in ChatGPT and tell them just to summarize it in bullet points. What would normally take me 20 to 30 minutes to go through, I literally ripped through it in 2 minutes. And guys, you can do this with almost anything, anyone's presentation, any of it, because time is money, and the faster you can move with stuff, it's not going to replace humans. It's just everything up to your actual negotiation and interaction. AI is only going to help you as a phenomenal tool. Listen, in the education field, I don't know how they're going to deal with this, because you got to understand it's education that you can learn from. So before, you had a document, you would take a test, you would grade it, and now you're going to have a computer teach you how to move forward and learn from it. Guys, the stuff you're going to be able to do with your scripts. Remember how we always talk about turning your scripts in the conversation? I guarantee you that the open AI will help you become a better wholesaler. You have to use it. So many of you are scared to ask your friends, your family, your wife, your husband to practice because it's embarrassing. Now you can go behind doors and do this. And eventually you'll have voice interaction, and it's going to learn with your responses. And as AI grows, the interfacing of all this stuff, your emails, your texts, it's endless where this is going to go. And the sooner you can learn it, the better off you're going to be. And like, don't blow it off, because I'm telling you, you're going to be so far behind when it happens. And my fear is that the guru community is going to tell you, listen, come with me and I'll show you how to do this. We have this amazing AI. Guys, we are all on the same level with this. If anyone tells you they're an expert, so we have to learn and grow as a community.
Let me show you
how to do this.
So what I just said before. So here's a list of code violations in Houston. Okay. This is a nice little data set right here. I'm just going to copy all this stuff, and let's just say it's in like
4,000. Like,
so I can do a column overview or whatever the view is on it, right? And I can just kind of go here, and I can do it by zip code, right?
Yeah, just do a section, see how it works out.
So
guys, there is limitations on this.
I might have to pay
if you download like 300,000 leads, remember, it's free. It costs money. It's going to limit you because it's offering it for free.
So did you see how the zip codes were different than the property addresses? So can you scrape the property addresses and zip codes to create a full address sheet of the following? I'm probably not asking it the right way, but like, I'm just trying it. See all this confusing data set? See what it does.
You might have to pick out the columns.
So now it's going to create a sheet of the property addresses and zip codes. Oh, it's asking me. Wait. Yeah, I think the column screwed it up.
So guys, like, you could ask, I don't know if it can recognize XLS or CSV files. We're all going to be learning this. And I'm telling you, find out how you can utilize this to best assist you in your wholesaling business, because there's some tools in here that a lot of you guys are struggling to get stuff done for free. Dude, this, in my opinion,
it's doing it for me.
A game changer. By the way, guys, you see these spreadsheets and stuff? You could, on command, have it create a spreadsheet for you. It can create pivot tables for you. It can create an amortization schedule for you. It could calculate your cap rates. Guys,
well, we're going to break that down.
Okay.
But see how it's pulling that data set for me right now. So out of that confusing data set, maybe that was in a weird PDF style.
Trial and error, guys. And
Boom.
That's how you're going to learn. This might go on for hours.
So yeah, that'll go on forever. But let's go to the next part here. Let's go a little more speed. So we're going to do this a little faster. But let's use a really cool example, okay? So I'm just going to copy and paste some things I wanted to share with you guys. First of all, here's a quick one, all right? Can you calculate the monthly payment of a $100,000 purchase with a 4.25 interest rate over 15 years? So can you just calculate with a monthly payment if I'm doing a creative financing deal of 100,000 purchase price with a 4.25 interest rate over 15 years? See what it does. So it's literally going to calculate what it is. Just a quick. So if I'm talking to a seller, I can just pop that in there, what the payments are going to be. And so it's giving me the formula. Let's see if it does it on here. So let's see if it adds it in. So it's literally, yep. See, it's telling me what my payments are going to be if I'm going to tell it to the seller there. And so I can even go even crazier on this. So let me see.
This is insane. This is insane. If you really think about it, I never thought this day would be here.
Can you make an amortization schedule? Oh my God. All right, whatever.
Get my spelling.
Of the first 5 years. Can you make a complete? So it's going to just create, for the first 5 years, I just want to know what the payments are going to be on it so I can just really search if this is actually going to be a good creative financing deal for me. So let's see if it does this. So it's going to tell me how to do it, and then it's going to actually do it for us. So if I'm going to see in the first 5 years, if let's say this thing can rent out for $1,400 a month, or let's see if this is actually going to work really well. So it's going to set up the table. Now it does take some time to do it, but I can tell you this is absolutely insane what it's going to do. So why it's searching that up there, I'm going to go to the next part here. Where is it?
Ask it what's for dinner tonight.
I'll do that for you.
I wish it'd make dinner.
Wait. Oh, wait. So I can just do this, right? Watch this.
You got to use, you have to learn. So it's trying to learn the human language and put it into code and spit it out.
So it actually is creating it right now. So I said, can you? I should probably not do that. Yeah. So now it's going to write it for me right here for the first 5 years.
Guys, it's laying out the entire spreadsheet for you. Like, you can get the information so much faster. So the old school way is I have to go on like Google. I'd have to use someone's website. And typically you got to go through a bunch of ads. You got to put in your email, and then you get it to it, and then you spit it out. And then I got like, bankrate.com or something on there. Now you can just generate your own sheets.
But if the seller asks for the sheet, you can just make it like that really quick.
You do it right there.
And so this is going to go on forever, but it's just going to show you what this is all in the payments and then the balance on it. Pretty crazy. And then it'll calculate the interest and all this stuff, but let's just go clear that combo because that's going to be too much. All right. So let's break down the next one. Okay. So let's do this for a lot of people I get this question asked a lot. Zach, when I'm going with the seller, how do I talk about cap rate, ROI, and all these things? So let's just put this in here. So I kind of made a sheet just so I can do this faster, but ask them. So, all right, let's do this. So if I'm talking to the seller right now, I'm doing this live. I can do it, right? If a property is being bought for $154,000 and it's getting $1,000 a month in rent, what would the cap rate or ROI be? Oh, wait, I spoiled what the next one's going to be. So you just ask it what the ROI on a property that's getting $1,000 a month. I'm not even giving it the expenses. I can do that, right?
Remember, your answer is based on the quality of the question you asked.
So here's a good one. Danny said this. Do it in reverse. Spread out $150K at 2% interest rate and make the monthly payment come out to $1,000. Yeah, you can actually do that.
Guys, this is endless. And like, me and Zach don't have every idea. I'd like to tell you, but I'm somewhat new to this. I know wholesaling. So what I would do is write down a list of questions on things that you think AI can help you generate more leads and be faster. It's not going to go to a seller's house and negotiate it for you. That's not going to happen. You've got to understand the limitations on this stuff. But if you can implement this and start learning it in your business now and understand how AI works, then you can make decisions on what services you want to integrate in your business. When should I pay for it? How much should the cost of it be? As opposed to your typical guru goes, give me $5,000, $10,000. I have it done for it to your site.
And so
you go, wow, how do you do that?
It's guessing $1,500 in operating expenses for repairs and maintenance, which honestly is not too bad. So it's giving me based on it's literally AI is guessing the expenses on this, which is insane based on 154K, a 6.8% NOI. And so it's literally calculating more. So if the net profit would be 32 minus that for that, it's literally giving me what the investment would be based on the NOI and then selling it. And then it's giving appreciation. So if it had appreciation, it'd be this one, which is insane. So can you create a spreadsheet from the following information? Oh my gosh, it's trying to do that. All right. Create a spreadsheet of the ROI for a property being bought and it's getting $1,000 a month in rent. I can literally do that. Oh, let me just copy and just get rid of it. So we can go on and on and on forever on this one. But let's go to the part of the next thing. All right. So yeah, it's good. I think if it has access to the internet, it's probably going to start running comps for us and start doing crazy stuff. But it's giving us spreadsheets and all this crazy stuff. So that's a really good use case too. Let's go to the next part here, which is, I think, very important. Not too important, but like it can start going actually out here and creating organization for us. Like create a spreadsheet of my workday and then give it your schedule. And it'll give you a quick like schedule.
You guys are going to talk about how antiquated like the calendars were on your phone. You got to go back to the day where I used to have like a little flip thing and you pay $500 for this piece of paper to organize your day. And then we've gone from smartphones. Now we're going to go to smartphone AI on how to organize your day. So when you guys talk about time management, what should I be doing in my wholesaling business? You are going to get such tools available to you. The question is, are you going to utilize them? Because that's what AI comes down to.
And really, like, okay, we can go on and on and on forever about this, but really, I can tell you this thing is going to change a lot about how you're looking at things. And so let's ask it one last question. And I think this is probably the most important thing we can ask it. And then we're going to get into some more questions and stuff.
What's for lunch?
So we're going to ask it to make a rap about wholesaling real estate and real estate investing like Eminem
and
wrote
then you
it.
and me are going to wrap it out?
No.
Come on.
So it's literally going to make a rap based on all of Eminem's lyrics from 2021 and before. And it's going to make a rap.
Good marketing stuff, man.
I give it a beat. It could probably be able to do it. Wholesaling. Oh my God. It's about cash flow. Real estate investing is where the money goes. I'm the master of the game. Wholesaling is how I make my pay.
So guys, when you see gurus rapping, this is how they're getting the
information.
information.
I like this. I know how to play. Wholesaling is how I make my pay. That's gangster right there.
We're going to have to
I don't care about the haters. They can't bring me down. I'm on top of the world. I wear the crown.
You got to get Lil J doing this, man.
It's
Lil Man J.
But guys, this is really good at rapping.
It's going to change the rapping. Like everybody who ever wants to get into the game, like we're scared to do it. Honestly, this is really going to change how people attack all their businesses, from artists, from wholesalers like you and me. And what I want you guys is, don't get distracted by the shiny object syndrome. It is a tool, and it is a trial and error tool, and you have to specify the questions to get you quality answers. But the idea is, if it helps you prepare when you go into the final negotiations, it's going to make you a better wholesaler. For those of you that think you never have to talk to a seller or a buyer and AI is going to do everything for you, you will be out of business. So if you can learn how wholesaling works, if you can learn how to do it for free and make money out of this, and now utilize AI, the world's unlimited to you. And we got economic chaos going in 2023. Guys, this is going, like, I don't use the word game changer. I know every guru uses that crutch in this business. This is probably the most significant change I've seen in technology, other than the internet, since I got into wholesaling. And since the internet was here when I got into wholesaling, I've been doing this 20 plus years, guys. This changes a lot. In the future, you're going to have the ability to switch your VAs to what I call VAIs.
Are you ready for this?
Do it.
So we're using something called Duck AI, which is the reason why I made this. And so what it's basically going to do for us right now, it is going to have Eminem rap our wholesaling song on this. You want to see how it works. So
I'm scared.
I'm scared too. I've actually never done this. Someone said duck AI in the comments.
I don't hear anything.
Hold on. Are you ready?
Go.
Who's ready for this?
Let's go.
Oh, Lord, I'm scared.
Oh, my God. I know there's no cuss words in it.
All right. Let's try it out.
First one, I'm the king of real estate, flipping houses left and right. Wholesaling's my game. I'm always on the lookout for a good deal in sight. I don't need no fancy degree, just knowledge and hustle is all I need. I'm making stacks. You can call me Mr. Success indeed. Chorus wholesaling. It's all about the cash flow. Real estate investing, it's where the money goes. I'm the master of the game.
This is insane.
Wholesaling, it's how I make my pay. First, I don't care about the haters. They can't bring me down. I'm the top of my world. I wear the crown. I take risks to make moves. I don't play it safe. Wholesaling real estate is high pay mo. Chorus wholesaling. It's all about the cash flow. Real estate investing, it's where the money go. I'm the master of the game. I don't have to play it. Wholesaling, it's how I make my pay. First three.
So I'm just telling you, it's rough
Guys,
right now.
it's just the beginning. Like you have the ability to take people's language and like just that. That's a little bit rough, but it just, you are in the ground level. So you can be excited and scared at the same time because we're just talking wholesaling. So you guys know our niche here is we stick to what we know best. We know wholesaling. So if we can try to integrate AI by asking the quality questions, let's share it. Let's help each other. Let's not hide behind all these gurus that are going to try to manipulate this to get between you and the real information you need to succeed in wholesaling. Guys, get on board on AI, figure it out. And the thing is, outside of wholesaling, have fun with it. There is an entire, if you register at the OpenGPT, there's a thing, what they call the playground. And I think it's OpenAI.
Guys, just look it up. It's there.
And then they have code written in here. So like, if your wife asks you constantly to review a text or an email, you can teach her how to cut and paste in it, and you can free up more time. Now, that's a husband hack type of thing, and don't use it against me, but like it's endless. You don't have to use this for spell checking. You can rewrite stuff. I don't know how professors and teachers are going to like get through this mess because AI is so much smarter than you and me all put together, and it's only going to get smarter every minute. When this live's over, it's going to be smarter with the information. And guys, you can save all your searches. You can learn. You can take entire notes, and it will filter it according to the priority you want to do it. You can save so much time on everything now. It's insane.
Guys, it's going to change everything. And one thing I can tell you is the Guru diss track, I'm going to have Tupac make it based on Hit 'Em Up probably. And we'll make a nice Guru diss track from Tupac. And they can go diss everyone. But I'm telling you guys, it's insane what's going to happen. And so this means only two things you got to understand. Number one, if you hear something in my voice or you hear us making a video trying to sell you a $5,000 course, know it's AI. This is the scariest part. But we have so much of our voice out there, they could probably make us do a fake video, a deep fake of us trying to sell you a course. Just so you know, I will never, ever sell you a course. And then the AI is going to say, I know I said before I'd never sell you a course, but this time's different.
So they're going to use that information.
Now they're going to say that. So guys, just so we know, whatever I say to you, there might be a deep fake from a guru. I know they're in their lab basement trying to figure out how to make a fake online course on me. That's why you have to go to freewholesaling.com. That is the only way you're going to figure it out. But I can tell you that's number one. Number two, this will change a lot. And hopefully from the start of this video to the end, you kind of realize that like, this isn't some big fad thing that's going to make you like, it's not like this weird NFT type. It's something you can actually use today. And this is why I'm telling everyone, start getting into it. Just start exploring it, looking it up. It's going to help you out. But it's interesting, right? So guys,
I'm telling you guys, this like 4 or 5 years ago would have cost me 50, 60 grand just to spit the information we've done here. And all these gurus trying to make these complex websites and we're going to have SMS done for you. It's over. It's all right there. It's all public access for you guys. Please understand when someone tells you I've done it for you and you don't understand it, you are going to pay. And not only going to pay with your money, you're going to pay with your time because it's going to be obsolete by the time they even utilize it for you. So we do wholesaling and we implement it. And we held back just to try to test some of this information out. We said, why wait? Let's get it out there. Let's talk. Because I think a lot of you guys are going to be taken advantage of on this. They're like,
so yeah,
they're not experts. They're just like you and me.
let's talk about the last part here, and then we'll get some questions. But the biggest advent that we are going to have to understand is because of how amazing and great this information is, the gurus will take it for their own nefarious reasons. And what that means is the gurus are going to ask AI to create YouTube videos, scripts, ad copy to sell you courses.
It's going to be none of their stuff.
I'm just letting you know, the AI, they're going to make AI do things for AI is nice. They're neutral. They don't know it's good or bad. So they
make everyone look good.
Are going to do their evil money grab systems to try to get you money. Just FYI, this means there's going to be more people out the woodworks making YouTube videos because they're going to ask AI to make it scripts. It's going to get insane. Now, AI is not at that point now where it's probably can make a really good wholesaling video, but I'm just telling you, a lot of these gurus are going to do crazy stuff. So just FYI, it's going to be more gurus than ever because of this. And the first guru AI, I'm going to be scared because it's going to happen. But
it's guys, it's coming. So just understand, we put out the first video to kind of let you know what's going to happen, because the ad copy you guys are about to get from like real estate gurus,
oh my gosh,
it's going to be insane because you're not going to know. Discovery calls. Oh, they can fire their salespeople now and now pocket that 25% because now you're going to be talking to a computer and you're not even going to know it.
They pay the discovery call guy 25%.
Between 15
That's supposed
and
to be a secret.
25%.
You're not supposed to tell people that.
Yeah, sorry about that. You have to have somebody convince you to do it. Guys, AI, it's here. It's not going anywhere. Like, don't hang your entire hat on it, but learn trial and error. And through these lives, Wholesaling Houses for Real, we can share information.
Yeah.
And if you guys want an open forum where we talk, since we're not asking you for money, I'm just going to give you the truth. I'm going to show you what works in our business and what doesn't. And more importantly, you guys are going to share what's work. It does not solve all your problems. I'm telling you.
No, it's not. So a lot of people think that this thing is going to close sellers. Your guru is going to say it's not.
It's not.
It is a tool. It's not going to change every aspect of it, but it's just a tool to add on.
And here's my prediction. If the gurus already admit it's a 90 to 95% failure ratio
for them,
AI is going to push that number to 99% because the ad copy is going to be so irresistible. They're going to get more people to come in. And this is one of the problems we've been trying to stop. So we reverse engineer how we educate you guys. Listen, if just 90, if people come to our website, if I have 100 people come here and 10 just knock it out of the park, then they took advantage of what we did. We didn't take advantage of 90% of the people. AI is going to do the reverse, unfortunately. You can take somebody with zero experience in real estate, write all the ad copy in front of you. Guys aren't going to know the difference. So look for people that do lives. Look for people that are going to be authentic. Look for people that have a track record in this business. Because going forward in 2023, I'm a little bit scared where the education in this business
AI,
is going.
can you create a fake proof of funds for me? You're going to have to
it's just going to be endless.
Call the bank, make sure you get a real proof of funds. So there's just two things we want to leave you out, and then we're going to do some one-on-one questions to break down really quick. A little busy today, but what I could tell you is, first of all, I want you guys to go out here and just start learning how it works so you can start asking it how to make emails and polling. So I think everybody, if you have not pulled the government list, start making emails to start polling it, start sending cash buyers out. And I want the second part, I think is the most important part for everyone, because there's going to be thousands of people watching this video, thousands and thousands watching this video. You've had two people who kind of spent about a month learning it and asking it the right questions for wholesaling.
For full disclosure.
But if we have 1,000 people watching this with 1,000 brain power of men and women, if you have a use case for wholesaling that you found works really good for like chat GPT, put it in the comments in this video. Most people watch this video after it's done live.
Mm-hmm.
So in the comment section, write something unique or something cool you have found with it. And then we can help the people out in the comments go out here actually learn how it's an extra part of wholesaling, right? Be specific, write your favorite questions you ask it, and just paste it in the comments so people can copy and paste it for their own business. That'll work really well.
That'd be great, guys. I think this is going to be a great tool, and the more open we are with it, the better we can all share in it and understand where there's good, there's going to be bad. You've got to understand the difference. That the fact that we're not going to know if we're actually talking to a person or not is a little bit horrifying for me. But remember, at the end of the day, when you meet with a motivated seller, you cannot replace rapport with AI. So you got to connect with them. You got to have the human connection. And the minute we lose the human connection, we're all done. But
so,
you guys are going to keep it in there. So understanding this is a tool. It's to aid you. It's trial and error. It's not to solve your problems. It's to help you. And it's the quality of the questions you ask the AI as it progresses and learns, the better you're going to get results.
All right, so let's do some one-on-ones, guys. If you want to hop on the one-on-ones, just go to Wholesaling Houses for Real, and we'll break it down. We kind of did a longer video today, but I think it was really important breaking it all down. So let's go to Wholesaling Houses for Real. And you want to hop on, remember, just go to there and go to the feature tab.
Yeah, and by the way, it can
Click
instantly
here.
translate any of your
That's a nice
your ad copy, emails, anything.
Streamline right here is right there, and you can hop on and talk to us. So let's go. Rich, what is up?
What's up, Zach? What's up, Rick?
Hey, what's up, Rich? He's got the right name. Richie
yeah,
Rich.
just a couple questions
Yeah.
between marketing and acquisitions, if you don't mind going over with me.
Sure, man.
So last time I told you I was going to do marketing, I was kind of scared for like a minute, but then yesterday was my first day of doing it. I was able to get a lead, and in the acquisitions video, you mentioned about like how like just in marketing is really just about getting a yes, I'm interested, and then moving over to acquisitions. So in the marketing aspect, you're asking those two questions, and then you're going through the MCTP part.
Mhm.
Right. Okay.
Yep.
And so yesterday, like my conversation with the lead was kind of like really short. It was like 3 to 5 minutes. Said he has no time frame. He said, I asked him about the price, and he said like anything for the right price, he'll do it. So my question is, so like the acquisition now, when I do follow up with him again, like how do I attack it? Like what angle?
I mean, it's the angle. You're looking to buy some properties for cash.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, what kind of angle are you talking about here? You got to keep it simple, dude.
And you
Okay.
really you got to bridge that gap of rapport, because people want to do business with people like they kind of know and they feel a slight friendship with. And until you cross that bridge, like honestly, getting answers like if the price is right, I'll do anything. That's not motivation at all.
Yeah.
So you got to find out. You can't be selling. Price alone cannot be motivation, guys. That's what you call MLS. Okay, it's because sometimes the sooner you know that, the sooner you can move on. The biggest challenge new wholesalers have is they confuse what a motivated seller is. Somebody just looking to sell their property is not always a motivated seller. So you have to find a reason for them to selling. I already told you guys 2023. You got to focus on the motivation, because if the motivation's not there, you're going to waste tons and tons of time. You cannot force a person to sell a house for a deep discount. It just either they qualify and they like you and they connect, or they don't. Now, I've seen people where they're motivated and people don't know how to build a rapport and close that gap. But I'm just telling you, before you invest a ton of time and energy, when I hear if the price is right, 99% of the time you're wasting your time, because that is a game show. And unless you want to spin that wheel and see if it hits, you're going to get killed. You need to find someone who goes, hey, listen, I need to sell my property. The new year's here. I'm tired of it. I just want to be done with it. If you can make me a fair offer, we probably work something out. That's the conversation I definitely want to expand on. But you have to qualify first. The reality is you're going to disqualify more people than you qualify. And if you understand that up front, the first year I spent my time chasing everybody. I thought I could close everyone. You can't. Like it does. You can sell them as hard as you can. You can be Grant Cardone in person. They're still not going to sell you the house at a deep discount. So explore the motivation and see if they're, but if it's price alone, they need a realtor on MLS, or they need a lot of time or a unique circumstance to get them to the point where they'll sell it to you at a discount. It's just the truth.
Yeah.
The sooner you identify that, the easier this business is.
Gotcha. Okay. So like, what if like you're kind of having a hard time building like rapport with them, and
change it up. Change it up. So so if you ever like date someone or pursue someone or like whatever you do, have you ever had a difficult time sometimes connecting?
Yeah.
So what do you do? What do you do if you're not getting where you want to go? Like, what do you just leave? Do you tell them, I don't, you're wasting my time? As human nature, we're going to give one more shot over the bow. So if you're not connecting, so try to ask questions that aren't yes and no, especially in the beginning. Do you want to sell your house? Yes. Like, ask open-ended questions. Bridge your script into conversations. The more they start talking, the better your odds. If you're doing 80, 90% of the talking, they're doing 20 to 10, you're going to get killed. You got to get people talking, because once they talk to you, it means they've opened up to you, they put their guard down, and then you can see if you can make it. But honestly, if there's not a motivating factor, I'm not going to spend a ton of energy on those people. And honestly, I'd rather you spend like 1 or 2 hours talking to people that you had a chance with, instead of spending 15 hours talking to deadbeats all day. It's just the truth. Here's the last tip I'm going to give you. When you're not getting somewhere and you've tried and tried, you might as well take one last Hail Mary, and you got to give them a shocking statement. Have I done something to upset you? Just not like me? Like, throw it out there. Who cares? It's going to be over anyways. Like, no. A lot of times they have other stuff going on in their lives, especially the new year. Everyone got to the holidays. Everyone's got debt. They go, no, you just kind of caught me at a bad time. And then you go, I get it, man. Like, I was just with my family. They drive me nuts. And just see if you can bridge that gap of just do something different than what you're doing to see if they'll connect with you.
But on top of that too, you just got to make sure that before you say something like that, that's a Hail Mary. Make sure you go through all of it. Go through the Ford method. Talk about their family, occupation, recreation, dreams. And what you're probably doing is not asking it the right way. You can even use AI to do that too, right? But like, talk about this. Hey, I mean, where are you looking to move to? Oh, is your family there? Is your family local here? Like, what do you do for a living? What they like doing for fun? Like, just start asking personal questions and go from there. Not too like invasive, but like figure out why they're trying to, hey, why are you asking me these questions? Well, I mean, Mr. Seller, I'm asking you because I don't want to buy a property from somebody that doesn't have a plan on where they're going.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not here to buy a property and leave you on the street. And so if they're upset that you asked, some sellers get upset that I asked that, just go back to and push it back. I'm just wondering, I just don't want to buy a property from someone that's not looking to sell it, right? Tell you, you got to ask those right questions. It'll get you to the right place.
So we're talking about the quality of questions AI. It works the same thing in humans. They're a little bit more deceptive about it. So if you're not getting anywhere, ask more open-ended questions. Try to avoid yes/no questions. And really think about when you have a conversation with your friends, family, and like it's a conversation. Like you can tell the difference between a conversation and a script. And that's something you just try to work on. And so like, try it now. When you talk to people, just try to see if you can get them talking more than you. And then that's how you build rapport. Rapport is built on the 80-20 rule. They do 80% of talking. You ask 20% quality questions. So just take a piece of paper and jot down like good quality open-ended questions and just have it handy and like ready to go. And remember, this is a trial. It's trial by error. Some of it sticks. Sometimes people just hit them at the wrong time. It is what it is. But the price is right, dude. You got to like heed the warning with it. Like if you give me $1 million, I'll sell you my house. Of course you would. I don't want to buy it for $1 million. So just, you got to use your ears, like hyper focus on it and try to get them talking. The more they talk, it's like poker. The more they talk, the more they're showing you their cards. And the more you can use that intel to construct an offer to see if you can help them out with their issue. Win-win situation.
Gotcha. Okay. And then the last one for me. So do we condition the seller for the yes or no on the first call or the second call?
Before you give the offer. Usually it's going to be your second call unless it's a Zillow for sale by owner.
You got to qualify them first.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm actually glad you mentioned the Zillow. So
everybody's into it. It's okay. I would probably do other strategies before that because you're going to run out of FSBOs pretty quick.
Yeah, for sure.
Everyone goes after them. So.
All right, bet, man. That's it.
Okay, right. Good stuff. Work on it, man. You got it.
Awesome. Also, for the people I did not mention on this, the other strategy is if you go to Facebook groups with the AI. So if you go to Facebook groups and Craigslist and start asking it really, so I got to do this really quick. I forgot to mention it. Got so excited. Can you create a Craigslist post to get somebody to sell their house to me for cash? So if you just do this and you make a bunch of ones. So here's a sample. I want you guys just to use this really quick too, because I'm going to put this in freewholesaling.com. So when I tell you guys, if you did it and they don't, they're going to get in big trouble from me. Okay. So this is really important, guys and gals. I want you guys to see this. So all you got to do, this is a huge marketing strategy I don't think anybody does right now, but they do not come out here and they don't post enough. Guys, I talked to Brian. Brian is an electrical engineer in Syracuse, New York. He posted every day for like a couple months and he got an $18,000 deal And then I think he has another deal just from Craigslist. Now, it doesn't take a lot of time. Just post this on Craigslist. So right here, it's like, this is good ad copy. Are you looking to sell your house quickly for cash? If so, I may be able to help. I'm a cash buyer looking for new properties. I'm interested in making it a fair offer to your house. Please send me details about your property. So can you make this ad? Can you make this ad more persuasive and eye-catching?
So guys, like title of your ads, when you're all done with it, you can put in a command like, can you create a catchy title for this ad?
So the title, sell your house fast for cash. That's not bad. Attention homeowners. Are you tired of the hassle and stress? See, this is a lot better because I just asked it to make it even better. And so I'm telling you, so let's ask this too. Can you make 4 variations of this ad? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make 4 variations. And that means every single week or every single day, I'm going to post a different variation every single day.
You're just copying and pasting it.
So I'm telling the people right now, if you actually do this every single day on Craigslist in your market, you're going to have a huge advantage.
For now, until everybody else decides to use this technology and every guru sells this built-in AI in their course, we want you to start now. You have no reason not to jump on this right now. There's no barriers to entry. There's no cash being exchanged here. You're just going to have to put some time and you're going to have to do trial by error. What works in my market might not quite work in your market. You know how the story goes. All real estate is local.
So what it's doing right now is just literally creating, guys, just posting Craigslist, post on Facebook groups if they are allowed in your groups, just random like citizens groups that people are just living in an area. You could possibly do this right. You do a lot of crazy, awesome things. But what it's doing is creating 5 variations. So every single day, Craigslist is going to see if you're posting the same ad copy, which kind of stinks. But if you do 5 different posts every single day for 5 days straight, it's a new one every single time. And it looks like a new post. Because people on Craigslist, I want you guys to understand this, they look different. And what I mean by this, if you have the same title every single time, they're going to know it's the same and they're not going to click it. But if it's a different title, that's pretty cool, right? And they're both written in different ways.
Yeah. So if you go on your standard Craigslist, the people just keep reposting the same title. If you guys can use this AI right now, I'm telling you, you have a 6 to 12 month head start on everyone else. I think by the end of 2023 in the fall, we're all going to be on the same playing field. So the urgency of getting this live today and getting it out to you is for your benefit. It's for our benefit. And we're making this 100% free and transparent because AI is right now. I don't think eventually they're going to have to charge for these services, which is no big deal. But guys, think of how much information you can get between now and summer. You're way ahead. And once you understand how it learns, when they do all the integration of AI between voice, video, and everything else, you're going to know how much better you can make things.
So just said I had too many requests within an hour, which is probably true.
Yeah.
So I got to give it 1 hour. You can. So here's the quick hidden tactic. I have my own AI account. He has his own AI account. I have my sister who has her own AI account. I have about, I'm not going to get in trouble with them if they're watching this, but I have about 10 different AI accounts. So if I have too many requests in an hour, I just get a new one in there. And it's pretty cool. So yeah, sometimes it'll tell you you have too many. So just create a new account for every single one. And then you have like 10 different accounts and you can post them on there. But I literally just asked it, can you make 10 amazing Craigslist posts? And it'll do that for me. But guys, I can tell you, this is life-changing stuff. And if you know how to use AI correctly, the right way, as of this video, you will be the only person in your market, not the only, but one of the few that actually know the true potential of what it has and what it can do. So I am begging you guys.
There's no course behind this?
There's no course. The gurus are crying right now because they probably spent 15 minutes creating the perfect
video. Like this is how our course integrates AI. Like it doesn't, dude, you just do it yourself. They don't know any more than you and me. Actually, you know more than most gurus are ever going to know on this. Like I'm not a guru. I'm an expert on wholesaling. That's the only thing I'm ever going to teach you. The only reason I'm talking AI is because I think it can benefit wholesaling. So when we talk about all the other, NTF and digital stuff, it's really not integrated into real estate right now. It's got a long way on. This, guys, right now, as we speak with this video, it's being used. The question is, are you going to use it or are you going to be used by AI? You have to make that decision. Same thing in social media. Either you use it or you created it. One or the other is going to happen.
So guys, I want you to watch this video one more time in deep detail.
Deep.
Have the chat GPT on there on the side and you can pretend to do it and we get it going. So guys, this is it. This is Zach Ginn signing out.
Rick Ginn signing out.
So we did a lot of explaining on this video. I promise you tomorrow, Friday, and then on my live stream Sunday and on your live stream Monday, we'll do a lot more one-on-ones. So if you have a question, hop on tomorrow. Rick's going to help you out.
Yeah.
Good to go. So guys,
yeah, I would show you how to use AI outside of wholesaling,
so
but I'm not.
This is the one. We're not making AI video every single day, but I think this was one dedicated video for it to be really important. So guys, make sure you guys hit that like button, smash that subscribe button. Guys, go to freewholesaling.com, hit that like button, subscribe, and we'll see you guys soon.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you.